The price of 95 unleaded petrol is expected to be reduced by at least R1.02 a litre on Wednesday, while petrol 93 will be 89 cents cheaper. Diesel prices will be hiked by between 10 cents and 15 cents a litre. We're now joined to assess the impact of the fuel price adjustments in the trucking industry by Mary Phadi, President of the Truckers Association of South Africa. Thank you, ma'am, for availing yourself this afternoon. Essentially, what does this mean?
Good afternoon. It is, indeed a backstep for the freight industry. We are, in a second month whereby we did not get any benefits as diesel users, and margins are getting smaller and smaller.
Let's expand on the impact on the industry, right? So what does it mean eventually for truckers or people who run the industry? Could it bring you to your knees if this is continued?
Look, what's going to happen is that, the transport sector itself is going to be affected because the food price is going to go high. Companies that are contracting the trucks to be on the road are not going to afford to make more increase with the shrinking economy the way we are in South Africa. So it means that we are going to see many companies going out of business. We are going to see a lot of people not surviving in this industry because of that. We are trying to recover from COVID or from the pandemic, and this is not a good sign when we are trying to recover as business, and then it looks like the government is not ready to engage us to discuss maybe the issue of the rebate or the discount. I'm not quite sure why is it not done in the freight industry.
Sure. You mentioned that government is not ready to engage you. What efforts have been made on your part to reach out, and what's been the response?
We have been trying to request meetings with them, and we are not getting any response. And it is very difficult. We are really struggling, and the most important issue is that when they go and announce such, one wish that, or the association wish that, government would at some stage call us and say, come, let's sit down. How are you going to survive? What's going to happen to your businesses? But it looks like, they make an announcement without engaging any of us, and they make an announcement without really, if I may put it lightly so to say, they don't care. Our government looks like they don't care as to whether business survives or not. And the freight industry is really having it hard, very hard.
Is that a fair assessment, though, Mary Phadi, especially given that this is a situation that touches all South Africans, right? And you also mentioned the issue of the knock-on effect that it might have in terms of food prices going up if this is sustained. But the trucking industry is not the exception to the rule.
Look, the bottom line is that, we've got trucks in South Africa is the only mode of transport that is taking those products to the South Africans. So at the end of the day, you need trucks to transport it there. So it goes back to transport. It's a fair assessment based on the fact that if you look at the number of fuel that is being moved to South Africa, it's about 3 billion liters, quarterly. So it means that there's all engagement goes back to trucking. If you want to transport the same diesel, you are using a truck to take it somewhere to the destination. If you want to transport food, you are using diesel. So everything revolves around there. So therefore, because if we are the backbone of the economy, then it means they must engage with us. Where are they using that fuel to? Because most of the fuel is being taken by the trucks on the road.
Fair enough. What options are then available to you?
We will continue trying our best to engage. We'll write a letter to the Minister of Energy to see maybe if he can be able to engage with us. They might shut it down because they would say that there's no need for them to engage with us. But we'll talk to them and say, can we get some sort of a compensation? We cannot survive. We are shrinking. It is hard. Maybe they'll hear us at last because, one of the things that we don't want to do is that every time when there's a problem in South Africa, we must take it to the street before they talk to us. But we are hoping that they will respond and will have engagement with regard to this issue.
Mary Phadi is with the Truckers Association of South Africa, the president. Thank you, ma'am.